Cuba is a large island in the Caribbean and currently under the rule of Raul Castro, brother Fidel Castro. Cuba has a rich cultural and political history. Spain conquered Cuba and made it a colony in the late 15th century. Then Cuba won its independence in 1898 but was controlled by the Americans as a result of the Spanish American War. The US took control of Guantanamo Bay, dictated their foreign policies, and intervened in their affairs. In the early 1900s, Cuba continued to be a major exporter for goods, such as sugar and tobacco, but they still struggled politically. Cuba tried to strengthen their country through political reforms, but in 1952, the dictator Fulgencio Batista seized power through a coup and created even more political instability in the country. However, this instability led to the ousting of Batista in 1959, which made Fidel Castro the new president, establishing a communist government. This event led the US to set up the embargo against Cuba, various tries to assassinate Castro, and the failure of the Bay of Pigs invasion. Over this time, many Cubans have migrated to the United States because of the economic crisis in the country and Fidel Castro's strict regime. Culturally, Cuba is also very rich. Cuba's culture is based on African, European, and American influences. As a former colony of Spain, Spanish is their primary language as well as Catholicism is their main religion. The music of Cuba, such as the son cubano, merges both Spanish melody and Afro-Cuban rhythms. Most of Cuban cuisine has been strongly influenced by Spanish and African influences from the sugar and tobacco plantations. Common ingredients from Cuban cuisine include rice, beans, yuca, coconut, chicken, pork, and fish. The vibrant and colorful American cars are also a cultural legacy from the Americans in Cuba. Where to visit if you're flying to Cuba? Trinidad. Exploring the town of Trinidad is like stepping back in time. The beautifully restored buildings have a colonial feel. Much of the architecture dates back to the 17th and 19th centuries, when Trinidad prospered from both the sugar and slave trades. Today, Trinidad is one of Cuba's most popular tourist towns, as its streets are often packed with tourists. East of Trinidad, on the road to Sancti Spiritus, the lush World Heritage listed Valle de los Ingenios contains numerous mountains from the 19th century, when the sugar cane plantations and mills flourished. It is also a great place to drive or horseback ride through the beautiful scenery of green sugar cane fields, palm trees, and mountains. Furthermore, by visiting Trinidad, you can visit various unique and beautiful places. For example, Plaza Mayor, an evocative spot to pull up a seat and order a cool drink, Palacio Cantero, Playa Ancón, Valle de los Ingenios, and finally Salto del Caburni. Also, Trinidad has some very beautiful and comfortable hotels like Ibero Star Grand Hotel Trinidad and Hotel La Ronda. All hotels have prices ranging from $50 to $100 per night. You should visit Trinidad because of various reasons. Its beautiful white sand beaches, which have few all-inclusive luxury resorts. You can hike its beautiful mountains, for example, Escambray Mountains and Dancing Under the Stars. The level of skill is really quite surprising amongst the locals. In a way, they dance with amazing agility and style.
Y cuando mis palomas te reciban en mi mar, comprenderás la paz de mi sonrisa y entenderás por qué Mi cultura está tan viva, mis hazañas deportivas, mi salud, mi educación. Y entenderás por qué, además de varadero, te recibe un pueblo entero, con Fidel y con el Che. Pues
como el agua de su playa, como el sol en su montaña, como el rostro de su gente que sonríe diferente.
así es mi Cuba, mi hermano.